Disclaimer. We are two regular guys who love to talk Bone Thugs and Harmony. We do not represent Bone Thugs or any Bone affiliate. We are also not Bone Thugs experts. The views and information you hear in this podcast may be based on personal opinion. Please feel free to leave corrections and clarifying information in the comments. And enjoy.
You had mentioned the Green Ranger being the leader. Was that your favorite as a kid, the Green Ranger?
All jokes aside, yeah. And I've had a lot of people question already, like, oh, well, you're playing Tommy Oliver, but you're black. I've literally had people say that directly to me.
I think
And they
that's great.
said it out of confidence, just like asking me, like, hey, you're black, so what's really going on? So I would explain to them that this is a multiverse film, which means that this is going to take place in a different time, a different reality, and this is going to be a different version of the Power Rangers. So
Yeah,
that's
I think that's good.
So for everybody who's wondering, this is a different time and different reality of the Power Rangers. So different time period, different reality, and different versions. Same names, same familiar characters, same familiar roles, just different faces. And we want to have a diverse cast so we can encourage people to, live your life and do what you feel like is right and do what you want, positive. Like if I want to shoot a Power Ranger film, why not? I got the money to do it. I got the cast to do it. I got the mind to do it. Why wouldn't I? And I'm a fan. I have my own shout out to Adam Sandler because I have my own Happy Madison crew. I got my own cast to make new like number of movies, and we have more movies than you guys think coming out. A lot of different superhero movies, a lot of action movies, but it's about to stay in the superhero market and branching off into different universes and different realities. And we even have some original characters coming out. So, this is going to be epic, and we're hoping to take over the production film world with a positive impact, and I can carry the weight of that and still balance my music because I know who I am and my limits are none. You got Jamie Foxx, he's a comedian, he's an actor, he's a singer. Like, dude does everything. A lot of these people, Childish Gambino, these people are wearing multiple hats and they're doing amazing. S.t.i.g, been in the last two Ant-Man movies. He's already in the Marvel universe. He's in this new movie, the Monsters movie that's based off a video game or something like that. Like, we have to look at these things and look at the opportunities and don't let these worldly constraints, these worldly restraints hold you down and say, hey, because you this or you that, or you come from this background, you can or you cannot, which is absolutely a lie. It's only from one's perception. So that's our idea with this film, to let everybody know, you see me as I am now. You guys will see me by the time the film goes, and you guys be the judge of how you feel I did on the role of Tommy Oliver. I'm an actual fan, and I grew up off of it, so I have an idea of what I'm getting myself into. But I'm also able to have fun because it's a childhood hero. And shout out to Jason David Frank, the original actor of Tommy Oliver, and he's the one who's played the Green Ranger, the Red Ranger, and reprised his role multiple times in Power Rangers. Dude's a real
He's kind of been a staple in the franchise, even getting involved with independent films and things like that, independent Power Ranger films. It's cool when somebody can build a career and keep it thriving that long. We're about to get into some fan questions before we wrap up here, and I'm going to ask one more Power Rangers question as a fan because we've talked about it so much. How did you feel when the switch between the Green Ranger to the White Ranger was made?
I think it was dope and it made sense. I think it was cool because power came from Rita, if you know the story. So once he destroyed her or whatever happened at that, he destroyed the power of, her hold. He lost his powers, whatever they said. I gotta look back.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He was losing his powers anyway as the Green Ranger. And I think that had something to do as far as well, let me answer your question. I think it was dope. I think it was dope as hell. I think it made sense. And I think it has something to do with him, them figuring out if he was a good character to stay because they wanted to see the response. I believe they got a good response from him playing that character. And then they were able to make their decision like, okay, we're going to bring him back. Let's bring him back, as the White Ranger. Because they could have had somebody else do it. So I think that was dope, man. And,
it was fun as a fan. It was fun as a fan to like watch, see him die and then not know what was going to go on, and then they bring him back as a brand new. That was a fun thing. Midwest Crazy Gamer wants to know: are you a PlayStation guy or an Xbox guy?
Oh man, I'm about to lose some fans for this. I'm about to lose some fans for this one. No, I got an Xbox, but let me be honest with you. I really don't have a preference. I play either one, but I've been playing Xbox for the last past 10 years. So
Shutter, who is formerly of the Life Entertainment, wants to know if Bloodline would ever do a collaboration with the Seed of Six.
absolutely. I've reached out to him. I made a post, just an idea, a proposal about a verses, and they responded back, because I was talking about a verses, just throwing it in the air, nothing official. I just wanted to see what the fans' response would be if Bloodline Harmony and Seeds of Six was to do a verses. And even Seeds of Six, they liked the post on the official Bloodline page, and I reached out. I ain't checked to see if they reached back out, but we not opposed to it. We down. We fuck with all the demigods, like we said.
Uh, Goodbone 11 wants to know what happened with the Easy Does It Bone film where Bloodline Harmony was going to play the members of Bone.
So what happened was that's still in the works, by the way. But what happened was that wasn't us controlling the page, because we also have three people who run the page, and we're not throwing shade on the person who released it. I won't say his or her name, but they were a little bit excited, after a personal meeting, and they went and made a false. Not it wasn't false, but it wasn't 100% accurate. The title was supposed to be, the Bloodline Harmony are in the talks of playing this role. Like it was supposed to, I don't know what she put, but the original was them saying, "Hey, we're potentially looking for you guys to play the role." And the director pretty much, or the guy who's funding it, I forget, the main guy who's involved. He like, "Look, man, if you guys don't play the role, then I'm not gonna have Bone in the Easy Does It film. We just try to make it about Easy, before Bone." And that's what he said. So, but he wanted to get everything tied up with everybody and make sure that everybody was supportive and stuff. And so the Easy film, the Easy Does It documentary, excuse me, because it's a documentary that still is in the works. There's a bunch of stuff going on with that right now. I can't say anything about it for legal purposes, under papers and stuff that I had to sign. So I'm gonna just say I can say that it is in the works.
Thuggin 216 24/7 wants to know about the reality TV show that Bloodline Harmony was supposed to be on with Jam TV.
We got a new reality TV show that's in the works, entitled "It's a Busy House." So, and that's going to involve Busy Bones' two sisters and his kids, his other kids out there, including Bloodline Harmony, and occasionally, Busy Bone will make appearances. But so the turnaround for that was, like I said, It's a Busy House, which will be coming real soon. As you can see, we heavy into the film production and entertainment world on that level right now.
Cleve, before we wrap up here, is there anything else that you want the fans to know about the Harmony God or Bloodline Harmony, or anything else going on with you and your family?
Um, yeah, man. Not even that. I just want everybody to know that Bloodline Harmony, we're not against anybody. We don't hate on nobody outside the Bone Camp. We don't hate on no Bone Camp affiliates. We show love and we support. If we're not posting, we commenting or we messaging, and we support everything that comes from the Bone family, and we want everybody to know that. That's from me. We support everything y'all doing, and I believe we all should come together and do a project to really pay homage for Bone. I'm talking all of us, the Life, FBG Global, every camp and every new generation, everybody, Kane, all of us. Let's get together and put together a homage album for Bone Thugs and Harmony, and really show them what they gave us our opportunity and our start for. That's all I really want to say. Y'all know my social medias. Go check me out for any extra updates on anything that I have going on. Films, future music. I have an art gallery coming out. I have a comic book coming out. Like we got a lot of stuff we working. I got merchandise, face masks, but you can find all that on the Harmony God on my Instagram page or on my Facebook, Cleve s.t.i.g. Shout out to Behind the Harmony, man, the whole camp, bro. I appreciate y'all. You feel me? Kings recognize kings, making God moves. We're gonna continue to thrive, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cleve the Harmony God from Bloodline Harmony. You can find him on all the social media on the screen right now. We will be right back after this short commercial break.
Wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. I was good with it. God bless everybody in Jesus Christ's holy humble name. Shout out to Beyond the Harmony. All y'all for viewing the first episode of Appetite for Thugging. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't seen that video yet, it should be in the post right up above the video. You know what I'm saying? Next, everybody want to know where to order the t-shirts from. You gotta shopbeyondtheharmony.com. It's gonna be in the video after that. Episode 2 coming soon. God bless you.
What's cracking? It's Black Season, 7 Sign Regime. You listening to Beyond the Harmony. Stay tuned. Ew.
And we are back. It is Cecil. It is John. It is Matt Weaver. Boys, I didn't let you talk. I mean, nobody like, you know, I was holding down the ship, but I'm sorry I didn't let you guys talk. I was feeling the vibe.
All good, man. All good. And I think Matt probably agrees. We're just happy to be flies on the wall on the Cecil West Beyond the Harmony ship, bro. Just happy to be here. It was a very good interview. That was excellent. Cleve like set so many records straight. So I think this episode did great for everybody. It was all around good video. I love when records get set straight. I love when the air is cleared and everybody gets to close bad chapters, open new ones, removes all the confusion. Everything is understood now. So it's a beautiful 2021.
It's it's kind of cool. We talked about the parallels, and even though, you know, they're not out here trying to be Bone, it's like out of Cleve, I got a lot of Lazy Bone vibes, like the unofficial leader of the group kind of situation where he's like the spokesman, you know, and he came up here and like really just kind of like, hey, it's all 5 alive, baby. Like, we're good. I really enjoyed talking with him, and it kind of gave me like a fresh perspective on the future of the franchise, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. No, it was fresh. It was cool. I got to get the whole like background of it now. So I have a much better understanding of Bloodline and the members and like, and it really, I always wondered, like everything Cleve was talking about, I had just wondered, like, I wonder if these guys feel this way. And they do, you know, meaning like living in the not really living in the shadows, but stuck in this place.
Being put in that, like they're literally like doing everything to not quote unquote live in a shadow, and then fans will try to put them over there, like we talked about. Like they're so their own thing. And I've always wondered how they felt about like the fans trying to like can them into that.
Well, not only that, he presented the paradox or the dichotomy or the can't win situation where when they don't sound like Bone, the fans want them to sound like Bone. And then when they sound like Bone, the fans are like, man, why y'all trying to sound like Bone? So it's like they're getting constantly trolled.
Yeah.
and they're trying to find this perfect balance. So, you know, I thought your advice was good, is like, just be you, you know, be Bloodline.
And I think that's what they're doing now. Like they said, when they were STIG, they were kind of, all right, let's do this for the Bone fans. This is what they want. And they've evolved, and they're like, hey, this is what we do. And I love what they do. I like them being this more than I like them trying to be fucking Bone. Fuck that. They're young dudes living in a 2021 landscape.
Yeah, no, and they're gonna create their own lane. And you know, the cool part too is that he's being half my age, but he's twice my maturity. So mad props to Cleve for being an old man in a young man's body with the wisdom. And I like also that he knows what he wants. And you know, a lot of the stuff he talked about of the spirituality that he does, the guidance he seeks from meditation, everything he said, man, it's true, because I've done the same things. And when I've tried to explain it to other people, it sounded exactly the same way. So I really love that aspect, not only of his spirituality, but of his mother's spirituality, you know, seeking wisdom from the beyond. And it was just a real good hour. And I love that he's got the passion for the Power Rangers. It's not something that I share, but I know Cecil, I know Power Rangers was a
Yeah,
big thing for you. And
I loved talking Power Rangers with him.
it was funny too, is around the same time you were pushing Bloodline Harmony on me, which I think they were so thrown in the game at the time. You were also pushing that Power Rangers movie. So
Yeah, the one I told you, the Joseph Kahn one I talked to him about.
yeah. And
Fucking good.
I even like that he prefaced, he's like, yeah, it's not gonna be as gritty as that. but
Yeah, that thing was fucking dark.
yeah, and but it's cool. Like there's a place for that, a place for everything, and it's great. It's great.
He's a real motherfucker. Just so everybody knows, he kept bringing up Marge as his business partner, and she is she like does, I think, management or something with Bloodline, but they do like their own little interview series, like through their show, and they were doing Shatasha Williams tonight, and they ended up overlapping, unfortunately, and he made sure he hit Beyond the Harmony.
Nice.
She held it down for their interview, and he came over and did his, and I was like, wow, that was a really stand-up thing, that he skipped out talking to Shatasha. Well, he didn't skip out, but like he made his team kind of like worked as a team, and it was like, okay, we're gonna handle this and you're gonna handle that. Like, it's cool to see that he understands like the problem solving and shit, and that's what it takes to like wear all the hats that he's trying to take on. Like, he was talking about these pivotal people that wear hats in multiple places, and to do that you have to be able to problem solve so quickly, and he literally had to problem solve on the fly, and they fixed all the problems. I thought it was dope.
Yeah, absolutely. That it was great that we were able to get him because, like I said, I've all I can say was great, and it's great that it worked out. And
Yeah.
I hope the Shatasha interview goes great too, because it's going to be cool to hear. I read her article that came out like, I don't know, years ago, but it'll be cool to hear some 2021 stories. So we'll be checking out their podcast, and
Yeah, I love anytime like a guest does something like this. What
yeah.
we do. It's always fun to just hear like their approach. So I'll have to check that out as well.
Yeah, well, what was cool too was that since Cleve is younger, he's into all the tech, and he's into the internet culture, and he's into fandom, and stuff that like major celebrities from the 80s and 90s, it's kind of like they're removed from it. Whereas, the era of the social media made and not just social media, but even reality TV, it was like everybody became a star, and everybody is both a celebrity and a fan at the same time of something. So that's what
We
was,
are we are slowly coming up on our grand finale live. I have a ton of little surprises worked out, John. Uh, I look forward to talking to everybody on the live. We haven't done one in well over a year. So everybody make sure you're watching out for the details of that. It's been a very impressive season thus far as we come into the end of it. I can say that I'm exhausted, Johnny. That it's been a big effort on behalf of the Beyond the Harmony team to get us here. But what a success this season's been.
yeah, no, we did the grind. We went through the gruel, but the gruel it's for the passion, and it's for the love, and it's for the fans. And we just tried to give you the best possible product with the limited amount of time that we have. So hope y'all been loving it. And if you've been loving it, even if it's not from season 3, look through our collection and find what your favorite Beyond the Harmony video is, and share it out there somewhere. Just put one of our things out there into the world so that it could have a seed to grow and be out, and just find your favorite. And your favorite's probably not going to be the favorite as someone else's favorite. Everybody has different tastes, but get that Beyond the Harmony out there. We need the the roots, we need that growth, and we need the networks out there. So help us
It's the
out and
most
put it out there.
valuable thing. It's the most valuable thing that you can do too. Like, money's all well and good, but we live in an analytic situation. So literally your comments, your likes, your shares, your subscription to the channel, all these things are the most valuable thing that you can do for us, and they're all absolutely free. Every one of them pushes. So if every video you give us a like, you give us a share, you give us a comment, you're putting in 100% effort, and it costs nothing. And you wouldn't believe, the same way they say every vote counts, I'll say that every action that you do during the video counts and is a positive. And the more positive it is, the more we can dump into the show. John and I were talking about it earlier today. You know, the amount of money that goes into the show has been crazy. The amount of hours that goes into the show is fucking insane. The money that the show has ever made, we've dumped back into the show. We're a couple lunatics that do a crazy ass Bone Thug show, and I love it. And now we just need the fan base to you know, do what we need, which is, like I said, it's all free shit. Some likes, some comments, some shares, and we'll do some amazing shit together.
Absolutely. Well, through 7 weeks, Cecil, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to the last few weeks of this wonderful ride of season 3.
Yeah. Season 3 has been good. We got a little more to go. Y'all better hang on tight. My name is Cecil West, aka the Jim Rome of Bone, riding with the one and only
Jonathan Lippy from the place of Earthy.
and my special co-host of the evening.
I can never compete with those, but I am Matthew Weaver. Good night, everybody.
Feenics Ryzin, take us home.